GETY, Getty Images, up 150% today. I'm sure you guys probably haven't even heard of what is going on. So Getty Images recently did a SPAC merger. No one knows exactly what the actual public float is right now, but people are saying 500,000 in the float, and the stock is up over 150%. What is going on? Taking a look at the chart and talking about the news right here on GETY. This stock is making moves here on this beautiful Friday afternoon. Pulling up the news here on seekingalpha.com. If you guys want to sign up for seekingalpha.com, this is the website that I'm using for news, for breakdowns, for reports, and all that fun stuff. There's a link down below, a 50% discount right now for Patrick Whelan subscribers. Let's talk about the news here. Getty Images surges 125%, came public through SPAC deal earlier this week. So shares of Getty Images more than doubled in Friday's trading, just days after the company became public through a SPAC deal. Late last week, GETY Getty completed a business combination with a SPAC CC Newberg Principal Holdings. The deal was originally announced back in December, with the provider of stock images and other visual content garnering a valuation of $4.8 billion. So like I said earlier, at the present share price, there supposedly is 508,000 total shares that are available to the public for trading. And it's kind of like confusing exactly what is going on. There's an 83 million share float for this SPAC previously when they're showing the actual public float. But now with this 500,000 shares total available to the public, it's like confusing on what is really going on. They talk about they got earnings coming up here as well on August 10th for the Getty Images. Not like a ton of actual information on what is going on with this company right now, other than they got the SPAC, and then now the question of, I see people talking about the 500,000 total shares and the float. So that's obviously a huge difference, right? If you have having a 500,000 share total public float that is available for people to buy and sell, that's a much different deal than having, 82 million total shares. So I'm trying to figure out what exactly is going on. They talk about, today, like what the SPAC and the merger, and like it's all kind of confusing what is the actual float at this point. And I think that's why the stock is doing what it's doing. If it does have a 500,000 share float, obviously that's a very small float. So if you have people shorting it, if you have people trying to trade it, it doesn't take a lot of volume to get moving. And that's why today the stock is up so big, if that is the actual story here. If the story plays out the way that people are talking about, and like I said, confusing as well, not knowing exactly like what the float is here. I can't figure it out. And you can see here today the stock going from yesterday $10 up there to a high today at $29.22. So GETY on the 3-minute chart going to the moon. If we look at the overall bigger picture, this SPAC back there, Getty started trading, GETY started trading back there July 25th when it was under $10, kind of just went sideways, and then today a massive gap up. There was another stock that also made a big move today, HKD today, up 122% as well. You can see recently from that $50 level up to a high of $475. So a massive squeeze, up almost 1,000%. I think that's some of the sympathy play that's going on with Getty right now. Getty's kind of moving in the idea that it's going to follow in the footsteps of HKD here. So HKD making a massive move recently, like I said, up 1,000%. This is the chart right now on the hourly today, this morning, opening up around $150 and rallying up there to $475. The problem here is that there's just not a ton of volume. Like there's not a ton of volume here. So it's very dangerous, very risky at this point to be buying, someone who bought up here at the 470 level, now it's 425. Who knows exactly where this is going to end up. I would say this is very much at this point, getting to a point where it's like, is this gambling? Is this, just degenerate behavior? But definitely something to keep an eye on, especially with GETY, the way that it closed today. So HKD closed at the highs there at the 425 level, above 400. So HKD, GETY, we'll see what happens. Maybe pre-market on Monday morning. If you're trading, these kind of crazy low float stocks, you don't need to put a ton of money into this to really get a big move. If this goes from $25, up to $100, $200, following HKD here, well, then there's obviously that big potential. And I see a lot of times in this type of market, especially in the small caps, you get kind of different patterns where you get these big movers that go up 1,000%, and then another stock has kind of a similar setup and it also goes up 1,000%. You know, they're going to get these kind of waves where you get these big moves in this small cap market, and then all of a sudden it just kind of dies and it all starts crashing back down. So keep an eye on HKD on Monday, and also Getty here, GETY. If I find out any more information over the weekend, I'll be sure to share it with you guys here. But this stock, definitely something to keep an eye on for Monday morning. Right now at the 2650 area, a little bit of a pullback after hours. But like I said, the options on this thing going insane right now. Pulling up my Interactive Brokers mobile app here just to see what the options are doing. You can see right here, these 1750 call options are trading around $8.50. The low this morning, $3. The high, $12.25. They're up over 4,150%, my friends. So an insane move on these options. The stock's up 150%. These options are up 4,150%. But like I said, we're going to keep a close eye on this one. The market's closed, so we can't buy options, can't do anything right now, but I'm definitely going to be keeping a close eye on GETY Monday morning. It could be a total just pump and dump here, so obviously be safe, be aware, understand that these things that go up really quickly, they're going to crash down just as quickly. So don't go and put your entire mortgage. This is obviously not financial advice. I'm definitely telling you not right now. I'm definitely telling you guys right now to be safe, to always, kind of figure out what your risk to reward is here. GETY, it's kind of like buying a lottery ticket at this point. Maybe there's a possibility for a big move. We won't know for sure until Monday morning. We got Saturday and Sunday to kind of figure out an actual game plan here. So I'll keep you guys in the loop if I find out any more information about the float. That's going to be the big question here. Is there a 500,000 share float, or is there an 82 million share float? What is actually going on here with GETY, Getty Images? So there it is. If you guys haven't already hit that subscribe button, you know what to do. Subscribe, like button, and I'll talk to you guys later on. Let me know in the comments below. Are you going to be buying GETY? Is this the next GME type, AMC type squeeze on Getty Images? There it is. Talk to you guys later on.
Yeah.